And good morning. It's 7:04 on this Thursday, September 25th. It's time to head to Studio B for Coleman and Company.
Hello, everybody. It's a Thursday, and we welcome you to our program. Glad to have you with us, and glad to be on the air each Thursday at this time for Bates Ford, 1780 Franklin Road. They are the dealer that'll trade for anything it don't eat. Well, Ronnie Kelly is here this morning. Ronnie, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Glad to have you, of course, and as I said, glad to be on the air for Bates Ford. I guess we can say that Paul Tubbs is on special assignment today. On assignment, anyway.
Yes, special assignment.
It's really special.
Yes, really special.
Okay. Well, you have done the commercial by yourself several times in the past, and as we say, it's not your first rodeo, and I think both of you are such fixtures at Bates Ford, and both been there for so long. You've got about 14 years on Paul, actually.
Yes.
You're 38 and him with 24, but that's a long time to work at one place.
Sure is a long time, you know.
And I won't say you've enjoyed every minute of it, but you've certainly had your moments of brilliance and glory and selling cars, haven't you?
Yes, sir. Had a great moment, and it's good. It's been good. It's been real good. Mm-hmm.
But you've made so many friends. You've helped people with their transportation needs, and then their children, and then the grandchildren, and I bet you've got even a few that might be fourth generation.
Yes, you're right. You are correct. But one thing at Bates Ford, we have a lot going on today. Yeah. You know, at Bates Ford, we have a lot of new trucks that came in, and our inventory is getting better and better each day, and we have a lot of used vehicles that's ready to go, and we got some great deals on them.
Yeah. And I just love to get you talking about the Ford F-150. That's a versatile, well, I don't know what we call them, pickup trucks anymore. A truck is not like the old pickup truck that we knew years ago.
No, it's not like it used to be years ago. It's kind of like a luxury truck now, so everybody's buying trucks. And one thing about the F-150, a lot of people love that truck, and a lot of women started buying those trucks. And once they started buying those trucks, the prices kind of went up, and everybody loved the F-150. And so at Bates Ford, we also, on the F-150s, we got some great rebates, and we got some great interest rates. So it's a great time to come in and purchase a F-150.
And I think that Paul explained a little bit about some sort of an introductory offer that you've got. Now, you didn't call it that, but a special deal that's going for right now.
Right. We got special deals like, you might get a letter in the mail, and you may get up to $1,500, $2,500 rebate, and that's something a lot of times when people get those letters, they just kind of toss them in the trash can, but when they come in and we put their name in and address, and it'll show that they get a rebate.
That's something you need to take a look at and not put it in file 13.
Correct. But once the customer come in to Bates Ford, we will go and look up their name and make sure that if they got any special rebates, we'll let them know that they can purchase those vehicles with that special rebate.
Well, that's right too. You're helping them. You don't get to keep the rebate. It's not going to help you, but you are going to help them if they qualify.
We help the customer, and that's a blessing.
Yeah. Well, everybody doesn't want a new. A lot of people want a pre-owned vehicle, and some want them. I don't know whether you have anything for $10,000 or $12,000 anymore, but that's a good place to start if you got one.
That's a great place to start. And sometimes we do get those vehicles at that price range. And once we get those vehicles, then our salespeople will call different ones, and that vehicle don't last long.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of times we hope that we can get those. And Tony Bakes, he was purchasing some cars this week, and he was trying to get cheaper cars so that we can, sell a lot more. So a lot of time when a lot of parents come in and they want to buy their kid a car, and they don't want to spend no $20,000, $30,000 for a car, so they're looking for that $10,000 car.
Well, you can check it, and you can go to your website. That's a good place to start. And then, of course, if you see something that you like at all, you can come and take an up-close look at it.
Right. You can take a close look at it, and it works out fine. And so we have some great deals on our service department also. When you talk about oil changes, we do the oil change for $39.95, and that's up to 6 quarts of oil. And that's one great deal, because what we do when we change the oil, we don't just put oil in your car. We'll service that car. We'll go in there and we'll look at the belts and hoses, and we'll top off all your fluids, and we'll check everything on that car.
Yeah.
So if you got any problem with brakes or anything like that, you know, you can look on your invoice. It's already marked. If everything is good, it's great.
Well, I've had my oil done there a few times, and you always get this piece of paper, and it shows on there, and it's even color-coded.
Right.
Something that needs attention, I believe, really immediate attention's in red, that you might want to keep in mind and look at for too long. I believe it's in yellow, and if everything's okay, it's green. That's color.
You are correct.
Yeah.
You are correct.
So that's nice, too. That's an extra service that goes with that lowest in-town oil change.
Right. And another thing about that, we have a pickup delivery service, and we got a lady that does that. So if you call in at Bakes Ford and talk to Shelly Billy, and she'll schedule your appointment, so you don't have to come in and get your oil changed. You can make a call. We'll take care of it.
And you do have tires, even rebates on tires, I believe.
We got rebates on tires right now. We got a great deal on tires right now. On tires right now, you can buy 3 tires and buy one for $1.
Right.
And that's a great deal.
It is.
And I took advantage of that deal this week.
Right. And batteries as low as $199.95 plus tax.
Correct.
And I guess you keep the old battery.
Well, we keep the old battery, and plus we don't charge you to put that battery in. We'll take care of that for you.
Well, Ronnie, you got all of this going for you there at 1780 Franklin Road, and thanks for being with us this morning. Have a good one.
All right, you do the same.
Next week.
All right.
Ronnie Kelly, Bates Ford, 1780 Franklin Road. Again, the dealer to trade for anything it don't eat. We are approaching 11 minutes after the hour, and this morning my first half guest is Mr. Jason Harmon with the Watertown Chamber of Commerce. Good morning. And also with TWRA, which we'll probably get to, and we've got plenty to talk about. But Jason, you've been here a couple of times, if my memory's right, in say this year, and we certainly appreciate you being another person to tell us a little bit about what's going on in Watertown. And was asking you before we went on the air, you said you grew up north of Chattanooga. What was the town?
In Decatur, Tennessee.
Decatur.
Yeah.
And went to Middle Tennessee State to college.
Yep, MTSU for my college days, and been working with the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency ever since then, and lived in Wilson County for most of all that time.
But you actually live in Watertown now.
In Watertown now, loving it down there.
Well, I guess we could start out talking about the mile-long yard sale, which has been going for so many years. We've had, I guess, 2 or 3 people who've kind of been its director over the years. Are you that person now?
Well, no, my wife Amy is heading up that committee for the yard sale. The chamber's formed an events committee, and she's leading the charge on this event. So got a great team.
Amy Harmon?
Amy Harmon,
All
yep.
right.
And we got a great team behind us making it happen. But just a few things that I wanted to share about the yard sale this year. We've tried to make it bigger and better this year. So it's the mile-long yard sale and artisan market. We've tried to reach out and get some great vendors and make it even bigger and better. So we've got food, we've got shopping, we've got music, and we've added a beer garden this year. So with the beer garden and the music and all the extra activities, it's going to draw a lot of people. And to make all that happen, we had to get some sponsors, and that's new this year. We don't normally get a lot of sponsors for this event, but a huge shout out to the sponsors. So I'll list them and give them a little bit of recognition. But we've received generous monetary sponsorships as well as in-kind sponsorships for this event this year. So Tennessee Roll-Off, Sam's Club, and Salas Realty Group are our presenting sponsors, and they have really stepped up. And the Salas Group is sponsoring the beer garden this year. Other sponsors: Habitat for Humanity, the Greater Nashville Restore, Premier Portables. They're one of those in-kind and also monetary donations where they're going to have restrooms, and the nice restrooms for people to use on site. So it's great for our visitors. Rolling Thunder Carts here in Lebanon, they've been a huge sponsor, stepped up, and they're also offering lithium golf carts for us to use to haul trash and get around and do some things throughout the day, which is very cool. Mid-State Tent Rentals, they're donating tables and chairs for the food court. and a great sponsor there. Josh Brown with Farm Bureau there in Watertown is also a sponsor, and DTC stepped up. DeKalb Telephone Company stepped up to offer some sponsorship. So without these folks and our team behind Amy making this happen, it wouldn't happen with all this help. So we really appreciate that, and we're looking forward to it. We're sold out. The food vendors have sold out. The spaces for the other vendors are gone. We get calls, trickling in, and Amy's like, "Well, I'll try to work you in, but there's no more places to work you in." So it's going to be a fun event next weekend, October 4th, starting at 9 a.m. And closing out around 3.
Well, Jason, unofficially, I think it probably begins about the city limits of Lebanon here, but officially, what's the boundaries for the mile-long yard?
I'm glad you asked.
It's a little bit more than a mile, I think, but tell us.
Yeah, so I had that on my list. So the main area for all of this is going to happen right around the square, and so Main Street from A&R Restoration down to Randolph's will be closed. Randolph's is the new restaurant there. Main Street will be closed, and then the Main Street right around the gazebo there will be closed. Central Avenue will be closed as well, and all these close around 8:30 a.m. They're open early that morning for vendors to set up, but they will be closing at 8:30 so people can walk the street safely and be good there. Depot Street will be closing at 11:30. That's the street that runs between the Red Building there and Sign Graphics, and the Red Building, that's the future home of the Watertown Railroad Museum and the bank there. But so that's Depot Street. That's going to close at 11:30 for the music and all that happening. So that's the main area. Main Street, Central Avenue, Depot Street. That's where all the action's going to be happening for the most part. Now, people will set up yard sales down Main Street on both sides of Watertown. And at the council meeting the other night, with some of the talks that were going on, they're going to make that a one-way. So just want to let everybody know that Main Street will be one-way coming into town and one-way going out, just to help with the flow of traffic, people walking, and make it a little more safer for the folks enjoying the yard sales. So,
Jason Harmon is my guest with the Watertown Chamber of Commerce. We got to take a break right here. This is Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks to Absolute Kubota. They have a deal designed to keep you ahead of schedule. Check out the world's #1 selling compact excavator. Plus 0% financing is going on now until the end of the year. Absolute Kubota, 1506 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. Trying to clear up a couple of wrecks. It's been out here for a while. 440 eastbound on that ramp to I-65. Also clearing this one up on Ellington Parkway. It's had traffic slowed right before you get down to Spring Street, towards the bottom. It's always heavy this time of the morning anyway here on Ellington Parkway coming southbound. Again, right before Spring Street as they try to clean up this mess. Building pretty good. 24 up through Antioch coming in from Murfreesboro. It's heavy 40 westbound out of Wilson County into Hermitage. When you need dependable towing for your car or truck, call STR Towing and Recovery. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on time traffic.
Cedar City RV, your destination for all things camping. Whether you're looking for travel trailers, fifth wheels, or anything in between, Cedar City RV has you covered. We proudly offer top brands like Forest River, Palomino, Rockwood, Coachman, and more. Plus, expert service after the sale to keep you on the road with confidence. Financing is available, making it easier than ever to start your next adventure. Visit us online at cedarcityrv.com or stop by our location at 1102 Sparta Pike in Lebanon to explore new and previously enjoyed models today.
Hey, this is Paul with Bates Ford. Come visit our location at 1780 Franklin Road. We have over 300 vehicles to choose from, a state-of-the-art service department, free pickup and delivery. You can visit us on the web at www.tonybatesford.com or give us a call at 615-444-8221. That's Bates Ford, 1780 Franklin Road, the dealer that will trade for anything that don't eat.
What is your passion? How can you use that passion to enrich your community? Hi, this is Melanie Minter, President and CEO of the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber of Commerce. Your chamber is the resource for making connections to fulfill your passion. Whether education, nonprofit, agriculture, entertainment, or government relations, Wilson County offers a place for you to be involved. Your chamber connects businesses, individuals, and your passion to the community. We have an enthusiasm for excellence. Join us and catch the spirit. Call or visit our office at 149 Public Square in Lebanon.
Coleman and Company, thanks for joining us. We're talking Watertown mile-long yard sale with Jason Harmon this morning. And now, Jason, I believe that in the past you've had a different sponsor, alternate years, but is the chamber taking over? Is it just this year, or are they doing the whole thing with the mile-long yard sale?
Yeah, the chamber is in charge of the mile-long yard sale. Jim, was the sponsor for a long time. Yeah, right. But yeah, the yard sale and a lot of the other events, as it stands now, the chamber heads those up.
And you are an active member of the chamber, right?
Yeah.
You're an officer?
Well, no. I've been I'm honorary voted in to be the voice of Watertown by the events committee.
Okay, all right.
But my wife attends regularly. Her store, Modern Revival, her and Shannon Patrick own a store there on the square, and they're members of the chamber. So that's how we've got connected there. And I guess you could say that myself and her husband Kyle, we're members too. And real quick on Modern Revival, we've added a men's section. So if you want to come out and check out Modern Revival, we've got an MR lounge in the back. You can come watch sports and pick up some coffee or beard care or some hats, or we're going to have all kinds of fun stuff coming down the road.
Where exactly is this?
That's 312 Public Square.
Okay,
in
so
11.
right there on the square.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, right there on the corner across from the bank, so you can't miss us.
Yeah. Well, I believe you've got some entertainment maybe you want to talk about this morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great bands this year. You're gonna love it. So make sure you get there early. Like I said, the shopping starts around 9, closes out around 3. But we're gonna have music all day from 11 to 2, or 11 to 3. The last group starts at 2. So Jordan McFarland is going to be one of our artists this year. He's going to play at 11 around the beer garden, and then at 1 on the main stage. So that's going to be a great time. He's a blues artist. We got Shake, Rattle, and Roll, a little bit of rockabilly, going to hit the stage at noon. And then the Austin Brothers country music band is going to be playing around 2 o'clock. So that's our artist for this year. It's something new we've added to the deal, and it's going to be a good time. But yeah, the Austin Brothers Senator Jack Johnson is part of that band, if you're familiar with him. So it's going to be fun. They played in Watertown before, and
well, let me mention this, because it's my understanding there's no admission charge whatever for this. You come and go as you please. Bring your pocketbook, because you're probably going to spend with all the bargains, all the things that's on sale. But and of course, plenty to eat, and you do have to pay for that. But you don't. Do you have to pay to park anywhere?
I'm not sure about parking. As far as paying, I think if you can find a spot, you're good to go.
Right.
At least
no admission or anything like that. It's just whatever you want to buy, whatever you want to eat, and that sort of thing.
Yeah. So we're going to have a great, like I said, food court right there. A lot of food vendors have signed up this year, so plenty of options for food, plus our local restaurants and things that are there in town. So make sure you check those out.
Well, now you had mentioned earlier a little bit about a time change. Go over that. Maybe you did, but do it again.
Sure, I can do that. So, like I said, we're going to start the shopping, officially around 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And that gives our vendors time to set up. A lot of our vendors are coming from maybe different counties or just further away, and they don't want to get up at 3 a.m. and get to Watertown and set up and be ready by 6 or 7 or so. So we've pushed the start time back a little bit to give our vendors time to get set up. And then the meat of the day really isn't till 9, 10, 11 o'clock. People are getting there and getting going, getting started. And you got your early shoppers, which those guys out there looking for a deal. But the main part of the day, that's a good time frame. Plus the trains coming that day, so the train will arrive. Normally the train arrives around noon or so, and it'll be there for 2 or 3 hours. So folks who are coming in from Nashville on the train will be shopping with you as well.
Well, I guess it depends on how many tickets they sell and as to how many cars or how many people actually come on the train. But you usually have a pretty good contingent of people that come and stay during that period of time that the train is there, right? And they, of course, get on board and leave whenever the train goes. But your population increases considerably the time that they are there.
Yeah. No, it's the train is a great addition to the town, and folks love to come check out the shops and the restaurants and the things that are going on. We had the dead. Oh shoot, I'm gonna get it wrong. But the Cowboys were in town last week, and they were doing the shootout in town, and that was cool. And they had a great gathering with a train last weekend. So, we've had quite a few trains this year, and we're looking forward to what the future holds for that. And at the council meeting the other night, we heard that the turntable is moving forward, so we're going to have that going in, within a couple of years or so. And the talks are still moving, and it's going to happen. So, and the train museum's coming. So, Watertown is growing. It's getting exciting, and with all the stuff going on, it's a great town to visit and live in.
Well, I want to get to the TWRA in just a minute, but
Sure.
I think there's one other thing we need to reiterate, because you mentioned this before, but your traffic pattern is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be one way in and one way out. Let's go over that again, if you will.
Yeah, so the traffic pattern that day will be one way on Main Street. So if you cut off the Sparta Pike down there near out at the end of Main Street near the elementary school, and you cut off that little side road, it's going to be one way from there. So it's going to be one way towards the square, and then when you get to Central Avenue, you're going to have to turn left and go around behind the square if you're going to go anywhere through town, because through town will be closed. You won't be able to turn right on Central, because Central will be closed, because that's where some other vendors will be and where the train traffic will be coming down. But,
so you get out to the east end, you've got to get over on Highway 70 then to go the other way.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I think that's enough about that. Now, today, I believe... it's today or right away anyway, deer season. And
hey, deer season is right around the corner.
You do work for TWRA, Tennessee Wildlife
Resources Agency.
And you know all about that. Tell us, summarize what's happening, what today is all about.
Yeah, so this is the time of year folks are ready to get out in the woods. Deer season is here, starting this weekend. So September 27th through October 24th is the archery season for deer, and it's open statewide. Not much has changed from last year, so it's still a two buck limit or 2 antler deer limit for your season, one per day. So here in Middle Tennessee, where you're listening, you can harvest 3 does a day. That's in unit 1, 2, and 3. So it's just a great time to get out and enjoy the outdoors, be out in the woods, and
are you trying to maybe depopulate a little bit, allowing that many does?
Well, that's been the regulation for a long time, and yeah, I mean, Middle Tennessee does have a larger population of antlerless deer, does, and we try to give people enough opportunity to take some of those and feed their family and fill the freezer. And
I know they're pretty, and some people don't like the idea of shooting them or whatever, but they can be a nuisance if you've got a garden.
They can be, yeah. For sure. So yeah, I mean, it's that's a benefit of living here in this area. You can really fill a freezer and feed your family, with some great protein.
But this is archery right now?
Archery right now.
Only?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Archery only from September 27th to October 24th. And then it pauses for the youth season, so the young sportsman season will open on October 25th through the 26th that weekend. And then archery will pick back up and run through November 7th. So that's the main chunk of the archery season. But all this information, you can find it on tnwildlife.org. Our guide is there, a link to click and buy your licenses and find out all the details. So,
all right, you're part of the Watertown Chamber of Commerce.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's like anything else. There are times just seems to be a little bit more activity there than others. But I'm thinking maybe here lately there's been somewhat of a resurgence with the chamber.
Yeah, no, I mean there's a lot of people are excited about what's going on in town. New businesses are coming to town. So, yeah, the chamber is running strong and doing their thing. And we're just excited about all the things that are coming to town and the excitement around, like the train museum and all the fun stuff.
And you mentioned the people who are your sponsors this year who have contributed, especially those who contributed monetarily to help. I guess that helps to take care of some of the costs of having this, because just to have the sale and do what you do, there's some expenses involved, which that helps. But does the chamber, is this a fundraiser at all for the chamber, actually.
You know, some of these funds that we're bringing in from the vendor booths and the food trucks and even the sponsors will help us as we move forward with other events throughout the year. You know, this is one of the first times that we've really brought in some sponsors, and this event may be profitable this year, which is a great thing for the chamber to be able to go and do more great things for the community and throughout the future. You know, so
all right. Well, it is Saturday, October 4th.
Saturday, October 4th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And that's a week from this Saturday. And there'll be food and entertainment and bargains galore.
There you go.
Everything you would expect from a yard sale.
Mm-hmm.
And you've still kept the name, the Mile Long Yard Sale, which is... It may be longer or shorter, but anyway, it's kind of Watertown's identity here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jason Harmon, thanks for being with us this morning. We wish you and your wife Amy well, and we'll have you back again before long, I'm sure.
Thank you.
All right. Part 1 of Coleman and Company is in the book. Stay with us for more here on FM 98.9.
Let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks to Bates Ford and the Works Vehicle Checkup. They'll make sure your vehicle is ready for any road. It's $69.95 up to 5 quarts of oil, tax and disposal, tire rotation, and safety check. 1780 Franklin Road. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. Wrapping up this earlier wreck on Ellington Parkway southbound. It's going to be right before you get down to Spring Street. It's had traffic slow go coming down from the top of Ellington Parkway down to the bottom. Mostly rubbernecking delays down through there. It's gotten heavier now on 24 westbound at Bell Road. All that traffic flow trying to get in from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County on 24 west into the Antioch area. Continues to build I-40 through Wilson County, especially through the Mount Juliet area. When you need dependable towing for your car or truck, call STR Towing and Recovery. I'm Commander Chuck, your on-time traffic.
Your Lebanon High football team is back on the field, and we're back in the booth. Join Donald Gann, Joe Gardner, and myself, John Boyce, as the Blue Devils hit the gridiron each week. Lebanon football is brought to you by Bates Ford, Bird Iron Supply, Fakes and Hooker, Kay Maynard with State Farm Insurance, Kenny Salas and the Salas Realty Group, Lebanon Police Chief Mike Justice, Wilson County Sheriff Robert Bryan, Shannon Speck Electric, Sports World, Rackley Roofing Company, Wilson Bacon Trust, and Lebanon Mayor Rick Bell. This Friday, your Blue Devils will be hosting Hillsboro High School. Pre-game at 6:30, kickoff at 7.
We'll have mostly cloudy skies with rain showers at times for today. Highs will be in the upper 70s. Partly cloudy tonight, lows in the lower 60s, and partly cloudy for our Friday, highs around 80. This weather forecast brought to you by Walker Auction and Realty, professional auction and real estate services. Get top dollar for your home, land, or personal property. Log on to MikeWalkerAuctions.com. They know auctions. With your severe view forecast, I'm Storm Specialist Drew Richards.
Coleman and Company, welcome to Part 2 here on a Thursday. Time for us to feature A.G. Johnson Realty and Auction. Hayden White is here this morning. Hayden, good morning to you.
Buenos dias, senor.
Are you doing solo today? Nobody's waiting in the hall to come in?
Not yet.
Not okay. Well, A.G. Johnson Realty and Auction is with us each Thursday at this time. Their location is 728 West Main Street here in Lebanon. Been there since I'm not sure you've been there, but you've been in town. Community trusted since 1977. Do you know when you went to that location on West Main? It's been a long time.
In the early 90s. Jim and Jerry started in 77 on Greenwood Street, where the Music Topper building is right now. It's an old. They converted it over, and Jim and Jerry built it. The new building that we're at on West Main in 1990ish. There's a picture in the office of the sketch of the building, and it's pretty neat.
Well, I think a lot of people know Jim Agee, and most that know him know he came from Watertown.
Oh, yeah.
And he and Jerry Johnson started all of this, and your father, Jay, joined sometime or another, and, of course, Jay owns it now. And you are there, his son father and son working together. I think you all make a good team, and both of you love to do the auctioneer chant and sell something, don't you?
Yeah, we seem to understand one another pretty well, I guess. We know where each other stands.
You got an auction to talk about?
Yeah, tonight we've got one of those nice Thursday evening sales. We're going to be out there on, let's see the exact address of this piece of property, at 115 10th Row Drive. You're going to be right there on the corner of 10th Row and South Maple Street. Mm-hmm. It's a nice little duplex over there. You've got 2 bedrooms and 1 bath on either side of it, and it sits on a nice corner lot. If you hadn't been drove by it yet, I mean, if you wanted a duplex here in town, this would be one you want to put in your portfolio. It sits on a 150 by 121 irregular corner lot. The total square footage on it per the tax record is 1,855 square feet. If you're looking for an income-producing property in some good shape, I think you need to come on by and see us this evening. The sale starts at 6 o'clock. We are going to have the doors open at 5 for you to inspect and check those boxes and ask those questions. But we're going to be out there prior to, and come on out this evening and be with us.
Do you have another auction you want to talk about, maybe coming up a little bit later?
We got one on Saturday. I don't know if you were on the Facebook yesterday or not, Coleman. Were you on Facebook yesterday? Did you check it out?
I did not check it out.
You didn't get on Facebook yesterday?
No. I may have, but I don't remember.
Well, you're going to have to send me a friend request.
I did.
Because I don't think I've gotten one yet. Are you out of words, Coleman?
Go ahead.
Have I gotten you out of words this morning?
It doesn't matter what.
He is starstruck. Lord have mercy. So, ladies and gentlemen, everybody listening right here, I just want to let you know that A.G. & Johnson is going to have another sale on Saturday. It's going to be out there at 1612 Old Hunters Point Pike out here in Lebanon. It's next to Carroll Oakland Elementary School. We've got a nice bundle load of personal property. So, since Coleman's not on Facebook, I posted a video yesterday. I was on a 1921 Ford Model T. It was probably one of your first vehicles, Coleman. But I was driving it down the street. It runs, it operates, does what it's supposed to do. We've also got a lot of nice furniture and antiquities, sugar cabinet, mule desk, mule chest, step ladders. We've got all sorts of different tools, all different kinds of decorations. Very nice and unique opportunity if you're in the need for some personal property antiquities or a Model T Ford.
Yeah, right. I think I've lost my password to Facebook.
That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. We've also got a mid-century TV as well. I think it's black and white, but it's still a nice little piece. We've also got a nice car lift as well. If you're in that kind of world, if you need a car lift put in your shop, we've got one of those as well. All sorts of different goodies for each and every one.
Well, you really love the auctions, you and Jay both, and I'm sure Jim A.G. did and still does. It's not all you do, but you do a lot of auctions, and you do them well. I think that's a fair statement.
That is.
I'm sure you agree with it, that you love them. You love to do the auctions.
Yeah, every week's a different week. Every week's a different challenge. You're sitting there trying to fight the weather. You're sitting there on Saturday morning. Is anybody going to show up? Anybody going to show up? By golly, here they come. Yeah. All right, now we got to get them parked. How are we going to get them parked? This person's got a trailer about 12 foot long. He ain't ever drove a trailer that's 12 foot long. We got to figure that out.
Well, but whatever your real estate needs, they can take care of you at A.G. & Johnson. You can give them a call, 615-444-0909. You can check out their website, www.agandjohnson.com. And anything else you got for us before you take off this morning?
Just make sure you send me that friend request on Facebook, Coleman. I'll be looking for it this afternoon, and we'll follow back up on that next week. Y'all stay tuned.
All right. One thing you say about Hayden White, you never know where he's coming from, but he's always here when he's supposed to be, and that's good. We appreciate you, and thank you for being with us. A.G. & Johnson Realty and Auction, 728 West Main. All right, I've invited Melanie Minter with the Lebanon and Wilson County Chamber of Commerce to be with us today, and she is here live in studio. Good morning.
Good morning, Coleman.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
And you brought DJ Woods with you this morning.
I did.
DJ, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
It's good to see you again.
Are you sure?
Oh, well, even if you are wearing that orange shirt that says number 98, that's okay.
What color is that?
That's big orange. Well, you're doing well this year. One overtime loss, wasn't it, to Georgia?
Yeah, tough loss.
Yeah, it was.
But the reason for the shirt is this week is Imagination Library Week, as we've deemed it, and we've got a lot of folks in the community going out to a lot of pre-Ks in Wilson County that are reading to our littles. And today I get to read to my son's pre-K school, and I've been paired up with the Lebanon Fire Department. So in my normal attire, I'm second to last. Nobody cares about a guy dressing up in a nice T-shirt. So I asked my son to help me get dressed this morning. This is what he picked out for me. So I've got this. I got to get some eye black on later and try to compete with the Lebanon Fire Department to read to the kiddos today.
Yeah, all right, great. Well, it's great to have you both. And as I say so many times, we are live, spontaneous, and unrehearsed. And all I know is we're going to be talking about activities of the Chamber of Commerce. I'm going to ask you, Melanie, to kind of lead the way this morning. So where do we want to go first?
Well, that's right. He did fail to mention that I did sing the alma mater downstairs today, and then he was really embarrassed and said, "Melanie, you cannot go on live Facebook and sing your alma mater." So, but I was happy to see his orange this morning. I know you're a big Vandy fan, and that'll be the last game of the year. So, let's go into the Imagination Library Week that DeJay was just talking about. We have spent hours and hours this week, probably over 30 volunteers that have gone out throughout the schools, private and public, throughout Wilson County. And what we are doing is we are making sure that we go out and read to children. So there are pre-K classes in each private school or each county school or city school, and we go out and we read. So we have gathered those volunteers, and there's some VIPs, and then there are just, some of us that go out as well, and then, like I said, our volunteers that we're so thankful for. But they go out and read a book because we know how much reading is important to our children. And of course, that's through the Imagination Library and through our Dolly Parton Wilson Books from Birth. So that's been a lot of fun for us to gather the people up and to get people to dress up and do some different things. So I do want to thank all those that have helped us this week. It was something we've done a little different, and it was very well received.
Well, Peggy Simpson has identified with that, or we've identified Peggy Simpson with Books from Birth. She kind of took the ball and ran with it from the beginning. I understand she's about to step down. Is that's correct?
A slight step.
We call it a slight step, baby steps. We love Peggy. I was with Peggy in Watertown with the rail yard actually event on Saturday. But Peggy's just a strong leader in our community. She always has been. But her love for Wilson Books from Birth is something that the chamber will always hold dear. And you know what? We're happy for her to be around all the time and in whatever capacity she wants to. We've looked at committees and different things to help her out. But Peggy's always going to be the face of the Wilson Books from Birth. It's been around since 2005, and we think she's a very special lady.
Yeah. You echo that.
yeah, absolutely. Like I said, a slight step down because she's pretty much done it. And Wilson County is one of the best programs for the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, and she's basically ran it by herself. So as we've tried to fill her shoes, we've realized that no one person can do it. So we've got an actual committee that's going to try to step in and step up to kind of keep going on what she's put in motion.
Okay, what's next?
We are here for the Taste of Wilson County. So while we have lots of events that are going on and lots of business activities for all of our businesses out there in Wilson County, today's focus really is the Taste of Wilson County, which is very important to not only Lebanon, our community, but outside. So throughout Wilson County, we will have some people over, from Mount Juliet and Watertown as well. There's a lot of activities, a lot of schools involved. I just want to say that right now we have samples from 50 plus food vendors and marketplace vendors. So we're really out there, wanting to make sure that you're representing your business. If for some reason you want to be a part of the Taste of Wilson County, then you are welcome to call us at the chamber at 615-444-55
5503.
There we go. So it is October the 23rd. So please save the date. It's always a fun night.
I was going to ask you because
yes.
you hadn't said till now.
Yes.
October 23rd.
October the 23rd.
What night of the week?
It is a Thursday.
Thursday night, October 23rd.
It is a Thursday night. It is outside on the west lawn of Wilson Bank and Trust, right in front of the Mitchell House. So it's a fun, friendly night, and we love it. I think for DeJay and I, it's one of our favorite events that we do. I'm going to kind of turn over to him for a few more things, but it's
as far as that is outside.
It is outside.
Most of the time, I think it's been outside, and as long as the weather cooperates, that's great.
That's right.
Now, if it's pouring down rain, should it be, what do? You have it anyway, or you postpone it?
We have a makeup date.
Okay.
And that makeup date is Tuesday, October the 28th. So you can
following Tuesday.
Yes. We always say as a chamber, it's not going to rain. I got that years and years ago from the past president. But, we will make it happen one way or the other. But we are going to say right now it's October the 23rd, Thursday, and that's where we're going to.
Okay, we need to go to a break
Sure.
in a minute. But the purpose of this, there's a lot, I think I'm right on this, a lot of grants are given to teachers through the efforts, through the money that's raised from this. Is that not right?
Yes, that is correct. Most of our funds are raised for the teacher grant program. Currently, we have raised $308,000 for our teachers in Wilson County. So that is both private and public.
Over the years through this
Over the
event.
years since 2005.
Yeah.
We call it the Extra Mile Educator Program, and they have been presented. And in 2024, we actually awarded 32 grants to classrooms totaling over $14,000, close to $14,500. So we just continue every year to raise that bar with this event because we love giving out that money to our teachers. It's a way we give back as a chamber.
And the way that I understand this, and from talking with them and having some on years ago, we would feature some teachers who had grants. What it provides is something extra in the classroom that they wouldn't have otherwise, and they're usually excellent teaching tools that really help them to get the message through to the students. But in a way, maybe they understand better that wouldn't be available without the generosity of the community and the grants that they obtain.
Yes, and DeJay and I, we have what we think is one of the most fun things to do. So I'm going to let you kind of speak on that because we have fun every spring.
Yeah, so every year through the Taste of Wilson County, the funds that are raised for the Extra Mile Teacher Grant, we get the opportunity to go visit those teachers' classrooms and allow them to present what they've spent their grant money on. So we've gone anywhere from Stoner Creek Elementary, Mount Juliet Middle School, Friendship, a lot of schools in the Lebanon Special School District, and seen things from a 3D printer that a history teacher at Mount Juliet Middle School prepared for us. We've been able to see games like Muggins that were put into play on teaching kids how to use some basic and advanced mathematics in their classrooms. We went to Jones Brummett Elementary to see Miss Abby Jordan talk about sight words and integrating, flashlights and other unique tools that they were using to teach kids, how to read and the basics of that. So it's been a really, really fun opportunity for me. Instead of sitting behind a desk most days and in front of a computer screen, is to get out and see some of the kiddos themselves.
Right. Well, all the more reason, what you've just said here, all the more reason to support this Taste of Wilson County. And we got to take a break right here on Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks to Bates Ford, get a battery installed in most vehicles. $199.95. Bates Ford, 1780 Franklin Road. Now at traffic. Here's Chuck.
Good morning. Wrapping up a couple of wrecks. One's been out here for a while. Ellington Parkway. It looks like it's in its cleanup stages southbound, right before you get down to Spring Street. Also putting the final touches on a wreck. 40 westbound at Spence Lane. It's slow go. 840 westbound at Veterans Parkway as you come out of Rutherford County headed towards Williamson. Make note of that. Again, if you're in Murfreesboro, headed towards Franklin, it is running slow. 840 westbound there at Veterans Parkway. When you need dependable towing for your car or truck, call STR Towing and Recovery. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on time traffic.
The refreshing cool after coming in from a hot summer day. The perfect temperature to kick off your shoes and relax with a good book. When the weather heats up, a new Rheem AC system will surround your family in total comfort. Are you feeling it? Rheem, the new degree of comfort.
Financing available through TVA's Energy Right program and your local power company. Call Randy's Heat and Air 237-3604.
Rheem, the new degree of comfort.
Everyday Fiestas offers party rentals on everything you need for your special event. Birthdays, weddings, corporate events, they have you covered. Tables, chairs, tents, linens, dance floor, and so much more. Visit their new showroom in Lebanon at 713 East Main Street in the old Ferguson's building. Find them every day at fiestas.com or on Facebook. Everyday Fiestas offers party rentals that can transform your vision into a beautiful reality. Mention this ad to receive 10% off.
A.G. & Johnson is your experienced real estate and auction company. This is Jay White. Thinking about buying or selling your home? A.G. & Johnson is ready to assist you with an experienced team of realtors. A.G. & Johnson also specializes in residential, commercial, and personal property auctions, which reduces time on the market and have an exact selling date. Call the experienced professionals at A.G. & Johnson, 615-444-0909. A.G. & Johnson Realty and Auction, located at 728 West Main Street, Lebanon.
Coleman and Company, our final 10 minutes here on a Thursday morning. We're featuring the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber of Commerce with President and CEO Melanie Minter, and DJ Woods is with us this morning. DJ, you work for Wilson Bank. You've been here and done their commercial a few times. What's been your experience with the chamber, and what are you actually doing now? You evidently are big in the taste from Wilson County because you're here to promote that this morning, but
yes, sir. So I've been involved with the chamber probably 6 or 7 years. Been on the board for the past 3, I think. So my role is the chair of education. Hence the purpose of being here to talk about taste of Wilson County. And as most folks will know, my wife's an educator. She's a teacher over at Sam Houston Elementary. My mother-in-law and father-in-law are in higher education at Cumberland University. So it's been an easy transition to promote education within Wilson County. So that was my big push to get involved. And then I remember when we first moved back to Middle Tennessee, my wife and I, she started, when we were in college, both in the Cumberland, she started at Sam Houston Elementary, and then I pulled her over to East Tennessee where I had my first job. And as we were coming back, she was determined she was going to get back into education. And she started at Winfrey Bryant. And that was the first time that she had won a teacher grant. And I think that that money that she raised for what they called Star Books was her thing at the time. And I think that it still exists over there. And this is almost 9 years ago now. So that was my first taste, no pun intended, of the teacher grant program that the Taste of Wilson County actually funds a lot of those teacher grants, almost all of those teacher grants exactly. So.
All right, Melanie, lead on.
Just, a few activities just for everybody to know. If you have never attended, this is definitely an event that you want to attend just because it's a lot of fun. We put a lot of effort into it. We have timelines. We have places for you to go all over the lawn. We have a gourmet drive, so we do have our vendors that are food, and everybody loves to come and taste what's happening with the food vendors that we have in Wilson County. We have a shopping lane. One of the things that we added a few years ago that's been very, very successful, and I cannot thank the culinary departments enough through Wilson County Schools, is the Culinary Challenge. And that Culinary Challenge has special judges. This year we worked very hard, DeJay smiling, very hard on the judges for our Culinary Challenge. But that will be a battle at this time between Lebanon High School, Wilson Central High School, and Green Hill High School at the time at this time. So we're still going to try to reel in Mount Juliet, but there we are. That's who you're going to be coming up against. And I just want to say, anybody out there from Lebanon or Mount Juliet, any of those schools, please come. Please show the support of your school. It's very important. And again, just another way to raise money and have a good time. We do have the Grill Off Challenge. We can't forget about that. So this year we have 9 that are grilling off for us at the Grill Off. And so we're pretty super excited about that. Everything from the county mayor, the city mayors, some of the city of Mount Juliet, state representatives. I mean, we've got a lot of people. I'm not even going to name them all because we kind of want them to be a surprise to you so that you can come over and taste what they have prepared for us by a charcoal grill.
One or two of them that honestly better at grilling than others? Is there a perennial champion, or is it usually spread around?
Somebody's waiting for my answer. And I'm going to say no. I mean, to be totally honest, it is just a fun time. It's their own seasoning. It's how they prepare it. And everybody prepares it different. And it's amazing. We'll know who's number 1 and who's number 2. But we really just give the overall. We know 3, 4, and 5, down the line. But to be honest, we're just happy that they're out having a good time, and they are, in front of people, in front of our community. We'll have some people from fire departments and different things, and firefighters and, police. I mean, we just try to make it a fun time and for the family.
Well, some of it might depend on who the judges are.
Well, we've heard that. So, I mean, every year we try to step up our game. So we'll see what happens this year, too, on that.
Yeah, and last year we did the meat choice was at random. So it was selected the draw. So you had to either really be on your game and know how to prepare whatever it was you were selected to prepare that day.
So that date's coming up. So we'll have all those grillers get together and they will draw for the meat that they will be preparing for the evening. So that's really something fun that we've been doing lately. And so we're excited about that. We also have a chili cook-off. So if you are a great chili, you prepare chili and it's a certain chili, it can be a traditional chili, it can be a non-traditional chili, then we invite you to be a part of that, and that is easy. You can all call us at the chamber as well.
Coleman, you make a good chili?
No.
I don't believe somebody in here, maybe Susie. I think I'm going to ask her on the way out. Hey, maybe MJ over there. You a chili? Oh, yeah, but look, we might get MJ over there. That'd be fun.
Let me just say it like this. I wound up with 5 sisters, so I did not get to do much in the
You didn't
kitchen.
do cooking. I'm so sorry. You should have left it to them. That was perfect. We have a Kid Valley. We have with a petting zoo. We have inflatables. We have a pieing contest. We have an art alley. We put out the neon bus and the Wilson County School bus. So, I mean, we do lights, we do fun. We're talking about selling some art from some of the children for more, even a better benefit to the program. So it's just really exciting to have an event like this in our community where we know that we're giving back. So this isn't just a time for us to have an event. It's where we know as a chamber we are giving back. This is through our Business and Education Coalition, which has to do with the 7,204 Tennessee scholars that have graduated, the 22,675 children who have benefited from the Wilson Books from Birth, and then the over 65,000 that we have awarded scholarships. So it goes on and on about how much education is important to our chamber and to our community, and we just are happy to be a part of that.
And it's just really an extra boost for education.
It really is. Yeah. I mean, it really is. And like I said, we're behind it. There are a lot of companies that are behind education. And like I said, get your business out there. We have vendor spaces available. We want you to be there. So please give us a call. I do want to go over tickets really quickly. They are the VIP tent is $40, and there will be extra food in there that you will be able to taste, and a few seating arrangements. So if you just want to sit down, get off your feet for a little bit, we encourage you to go there. The adult tickets are $30. The teacher tickets are $20. $10 for children aged 6 to 12, and 5 and under are for free. So,
oh, that's good.
That's always good. So that's where we are for look, birth, little ones, all the way up to high school, and that's really what we love to support in education. Not that we don't want to go to, our colleges, so we can keep going. But let me tell you a little bit about we have the VIP tent, which is generously sponsored by the City of Lebanon, Mayor Rick Bell and Nicole Bell. So really that is a Rick and Nicole Bell VIP tent. Okay. They enjoy that themselves. Mm-hmm. So although he is the City of Lebanon mayor, it is actually sponsored by the two of them. And so they will, again, offer that extra taste. Dessert tasting from the Cumberland University President's Tent, so that will also be available. We will have other things that will be happening that we really don't want to share. I mean, there's just so much and so much fun to be had. Please visit www.tasteofwilsoncounty.com or call the chamber and follow the event page on Taste of Wilson County on Facebook. I do want to mention sponsors really quickly, and then I just have a quick list of ribbon cuttings and things coming up. Taste of Wilson County title sponsor is Wilson Bacon Trust. Entertainment sponsor, Abe's Garden. The Chili Cook-Off is sponsored by Armstrong Construction. The VIP area includes a tent sponsored by by Rick and Nicole Bell. Desserts by Cumberland University. The Spirits Award sponsor is Lebanon City Lifestyle, and the pie eating contest is sponsored by Shoney's in Lebanon. Right. So that is a little bit about Taste of Wilson County. I think we covered most of that, unless you can think of something else. Jay, I think I have 1 minute.
You got a minute.
Okay, awesome. September 25th today, Abe's Garden, the club at Abe's ribbon cutting. We want to invite you to that. Red Carpet Liquor's grand opening and ribbon cutting is tomorrow on the 26th. September 30th is we're partnering with the Tennessee Chamber of Commerce and TEMA for a National Preparedness Month breakfast, and that is for all businesses, and there's an RSVP on the website. That's very important. We never know when a disaster is going to happen in Lebanon, and we are just super excited to be able to provide that. We still have our Women in the Lead program that is coming up at Sammy Boo's on October the 2nd, and an ending of another Family Fam event is Halloween on the Square, which is scheduled to be for October 26th. Also, if you're a business, please call or join and talk to the chamber staff.
All right. Thank you all for being with us today. DJ, good to see you again.
Yes, sir. You too.
Glad everything's going well. And Melanie, thanks as always. And that is it for Thursday. Please join us tomorrow for Coleman and Company. Till then, I wish you a tremendous day.